Well, the mission is vital to the success of trying our very best to give kids and young adults with autism a fair chance of life. These services are transformational, and clearly they are the most peer-reviewed and most significant interventions that we currently know that work with children with autism. ABA has a relatively short history in the way that we've been dealing and applying applied behavioral analysis treatments for kids with autism. Back in the work of Dr. Ivar Lovaas out of UCLA, his work was really revolutionary in working with young adults and children in his clinic at UCLA. Families quickly glommed on to this type of intervention because it is successful for many thousands of folks with autism. In the early days, and I'm talking not all that long ago, in the 80s and in early 90s, it was very difficult to find practitioners that did this kind of service. Families were trying to survive with a child that in many cases was out of control behaviorally, and this type of intervention really is the type that is successful when applied and done correctly. Families really didn't have any way to deal with the provision of this service other than paying for it out of their pocket. Here in California, our regional centers that serve people with developmental disabilities in school districts spent a lot of time fighting on who was going to be paying for this service once we were able to establish the efficacy of the service moving forward. It really wasn't until more recently with landmark legislation that was enacted here in California, known as Senate Bill 946 by President Pro Tem Darrell Steinberg, that mandated that health plans provide this service to children and adults with autism. We also are very fortunate in this state that our Medi-Cal program, our public healthcare system, also provides this service to families and their children.